Hello friends, welcome to my channel Be Prepared. Myself अनुराधा शर्मा। आज हम आपके साथ 2016 में हुए KVS प्रिंसिपल एग्जाम में पूछे गए एडमिन एंड फाइनेंस सेक्शन के कुछ क्वेश्चन शेयर करेंगे। इस सेक्शन में टोटल 70 क्वेश्चन पूछे गए थे। आज की इस वीडियो में हम पहले 25 क्वेश्चन आंसर सहित आपको बताएंगे। बचे हुए 45 क्वेश्चंस के लिए आप वीडियो का सेकंड एंड थर्ड पार्ट देख सकते हैं। फ्रेंड्स, वीडियो के साथ साथ आप अपने आंसर भी मार्क करें और रिजल्ट कमेंट बॉक्स में जरूर शेयर करें। आगे भी इन एग्जाम से रिलेटेड रेगुलर अपडेट पाने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और रेगुलर नोटिफिकेशन के लिए बेल आइकन को जरूर दबाएं। तो आइए देखते हैं फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। मैक्सिमम टाइम अलाउड फॉर एक्सटेंशन ऑफ सस्पेंशन एट ए टाइम बाय द रिव्यू कमिटी इज, एंड ऑप्शंस आर नंबर 1 90 days, number 2 365 days, number 3 180 days, and number 4 is 730 days. And the correct answer is 180 days. Next question is, as per the provision contained in the CCS Conduct Rules 1964, which of the following can be covered under the definition of dowry? A option is a property, B option is a valuable security, C option is Streedhanam among the Christians, and D option is Dowar or Mahar to persons to whom Muslim personal law applies. Use the following codes to give the correct answer. Given options are number 1 A, B and C only, number 2 D, B and C only, number 3 A, C and D only, and last option is A, B and D only. And the correct answer is option A, B and C only. Next question is, what is the revised rate of annual increment with effect from 1/1/2006 in respect of central government employees in pay band 1 and pay band 2? And the options are number 1 1%, number 2 5%, number 3 3%, and the last option is 7%. And the right answer is 3%. Next question is, suspension may be desirable in the circumstances indicated below. Option A is any offense or conduct involving moral turpitude. B option is desertion of duty. Which of the above are correct? And the given options are number 1 only A, number 2 neither A or B, number 3 only B, and number 4 is both A and B. And the right answer is both option A and B. Next question is, what is the time limit for preferring claims for reimbursement of medical expenses in respect of a particular spell of illness under the Central Services Medical Attendance Rules? And the options are number 1 1 month, number 2 3 months, number 3 2 months, and number 4 is 6 months. And the correct answer is 3 months. Next question is, prior permission sanction of the prescribed authority is necessary. A option is to join an educational institution or a course of studies for a university degree. B option is to seek redressal in court of law or central administrative tribunal of grievance arising out of employment or conditions of service. So which of the above is correct? Options are only A, second option is neither A nor B, third option is only B, and the last option is both A and B. And the right answer is option A. Next question is, what percentage of net annual value of a let out property can be claimed as deduction under section 24 of Income Tax Act? And the options are number 1 25%, number 2 33%, number 3 30%, and number 4 is 40%. And the correct answer is 30%. Next question is, which one of the following is correct in the context of admissibility of transport allowance? The options are number 1, no transport allowance where a tour covers full calendar month. Number 2 is half of the transport allowance where tour covers half of the full calendar month. Option 3 is 1/3 of the transport allowance where tour covers 2/3 of a full calendar month. And the last option is 2/3 of the transport allowance where tour covers 1/3 of the full calendar month. And the right answer is no transport allowance where a tour covers full calendar month. Next question is, in the context of supplementary rules, which of the following charges are not reimbursable? Options are number 1, Tatkal Seva charges, number 2, conveyance charges for collection of tickets, number 3 is service tax and education cess charges, and the last option is service charges for booking of tickets on LTC. And the correct answer is service charges for booking of tickets on LTC. Next question is, which of the following activity is permitted to a government servant under CCS conduct rules? Options are number 1, acting as election agent of a Lok Sabha candidate, number 2, proposing the nomination of an assembly candidate, number 3, taking part in political movement, and number 4 is to exercise his right to vote in an election. And the right answer is to exercise his right to vote in an election. Next question, which was the year when the service tax was imposed for the first time through Finance Act? And the options are number 1, 1990, number 2, 1994, number 3, 1992, and number 4 is 1996. And the right answer is 1994. Next question is, what is the rail or airfare entitlement of a government servant who travels in his own car sent under its own propulsion? And the options are number 1, full fare, number 2, 50% of the fare, number 3, no fare, and number 4 is 25% of the fare. And the right answer is no fare. Next question is, what is the amount of deduction allowed for interest from saving bank account? Options are number 1, rupees 15,000, number 2, rupees 5,000, number 3, rupees 10,000, and number 4 is rupees 20,000. And the right answer is rupees 10,000. Next question is, what is the extent of absence required from the headquarters to be entitled to full daily allowance? Options are number 1, less than 12 hours, number 2, more than 18 hours, number 3, more than 12 hours, and number 4 is more than 24 hours. And the right answer is more than 12 hours. Next question is, what is the rate at which daily allowance is admissible involving local journey of more than 12 hours duration? And the options are number 1, full rate, number 2, half the rate, number 3, 3/4 rate, and the last option is 1/4 rate. And the right answer is half the rate. Next question is, within how many days of completion of tour of an officer or on rejoining duty if he had gone on leave immediately on completion of tour should the advance of tea on tour to be adjusted? And the options are number 1, 30 days, number 2, 60 days, number 3, 45 days, and the last option is 15 days. And the correct answer is 15 days. Next question is, which of the following are the acts, conduct and commissions which amount to misconduct under CCS conduct rules? And the options are number 1, to participate in flag day collections, number 2, actual late attendance, number 3, to participate in sports activities as an amateur, and the fourth option is to publish a book in discharge of duties. The correct answer is actual late attendance. Next question is, which of the following activities does not require permission of the government? And the options are number 1, to join civil defense services, number 2, to participate in the fundraising effort of the National Foundation for Communal Harmony. Number 3 is to participate in Shramdan organized by the Bharat Sevak Samaj. And the last option is to join Home Guard organization. And the right answer is to participate in the fundraising effort of the National Foundation of Communal Harmony. Next question is, what is the limit prescribed in the Journal Financial Rules 2005 for purchase of goods on each occasion by a local purchase committee consisting of 3 members as constituted by the head of department? And the options are number 1, above rupees 5,000 and up to rupees 25,000. Second option is above rupees 15,000 and up to rupees 1 lakh. Option third is above rupees 10,000 and up to rupees 50,000. The last option is above rupee 20,000 and up to rupees 1 lakh 50,000. And the right answer is above rupees 15,000 and up to rupees 1 lakh. Next question is, indicate the period during which the service book of an employee is required to be completed and certified in respect of previous service by the officers who maintain it. Options are number 1, in the 25th year of service or 5 years before the retirement, whichever is less. Second option is in the 20th year of service or 5 years before the retirement, whichever is less. Third option is in the 30th year of service or 5 years before the retirement, whichever is less. And the last option is in the 15th year of service or 5 years before the retirement, whichever is less. The right answer is in the 25th year of service or 5 years before the retirement, whichever is less. Next question is, indicate the rate of license fee charged for out of turn allotment of government quarter allotted to a government servant. And the options are number 1, 3 times the normal license fee. Number 2, 6 times the normal license fee. Number 3, 4 times the normal license fee. And number 4 is 10 times the normal license fee. And the right answer is 6 times the normal license fee. Next question is, LTC cannot be availed during number 1, earned leave. Number 2, child care leave. Number 3, casual leave. And number 4 is restricted holiday. And the correct answer is child care leave. Next question is, what is the rate at which a government servant is required to make a contribution under the new pension scheme? And the options are number 1, 10% of his basic pay plus DA. Number 2, 12% of his basic pay plus DA. Number 3 is only 10% of his basic pay. And number 4 is only 12% of his basic pay. And the right answer is 10% of his basic pay plus DA. Next question is, to whom is LTC admissible if an official is under suspension? Options are number 1, family members only. Number 2, suspended official only. Number 3, none of the family members including the official. And number 4 is entire family including the suspended official. And the right answer is family members only. Next question is, which of the following is not treated as part of the salary as per Income Tax Act or rules? Options are number 1, overtime allowance. Number 2, leave salary. Number 3, travelling allowance granted on transfer or tour. And number 4 is house rent. And the correct answer is travelling allowance granted on transfer or tour. Thank you very much.
आगे भी इस तरह की वीडियोस को सबसे पहले देखने के लिए आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल भी ना भूलें।